Pidge here, and I'm just about to cross over the Crescent City Connections Bridge into New Orleans. Meet my sister Gail. This here is St. John the Baptist Catholic Church. And now we're going into the French Quarter. I'm meeting Gail later at the airport, but for now I'm going to do an auto tour. And my goodness, look at that there. We got a horse-drawn carriage. I'm touring the French Quarter. And I just love New Orleans. I've been here before with my husband Gene. And I think what draws me is all the wrought iron balconies. They are just pieces of art. They are so beautiful. And the color and the flags hanging all off the balconies and sides of the building. People walking the streets and bicycles. It's just a very interesting place. I'm so grateful that those hurricanes that swept through here didn't destroy everything. I saw a lot of the shotgun houses that they tore up, but they're being repaired. You know, a shotgun house was a house you could fire a shotgun in the front door and the bullet would go right out the back door. They were just long, skinny houses. But look at how pretty that is. I'm telling you, Gail and I are going to have a good time. So at any rate, I just drove around for a while, just looking at all the colorful buildings and getting a lay of the place. Oh, look at that one. Now that's gorgeous. And, well, I picked Gail up at the airport. Now this is the French, the jazz quarters, pardon me, where we stayed. And it was just this beautiful compound of little buildings with 3 or 4 individual rooms in each one that they rented out, and it was colorful. And look at that old world, lots of vegetation. Kind of reminded me of when we lived in Florida, but just a very nice place. Parking your car on the street in New Orleans costs about $7 an hour, but this place included off-street parking, completely gated. The room was just wonderful. The people were wonderful. Gail and I stayed just off the front porch here in the corner in what they called the White Room. And here I am in front of Harrah's Casino, just going to start walking around and get a close-up view of New Orleans. Here we are. We're near Jackson Square. That's Gail with a living statue. And we both stopped and posed for pictures with him. He was just a gracious fella. And then we're going to head on out to the Natchez. Here's Jackson Square again. Another horse-drawn carriage. We're going to take a cruise on the Natchez on the Mississippi River. Well, that's Gail. This here is a statue welcoming immigrants to our country, and I'm wondering if they're going to tear it down soon, what with all of Trump's border stuff. And there's the Natchez. I took my kids on this cruise when, Lauren was, I think, 17, and the rest, of course, were younger. We just had a great trip. But Gail and I are going to board the boat, and we're going to go down the river. There's that Crescent Bridge again. And the whole, if I remember correctly, you know, they got calliope music playing for the whole trip. And then they got this guy on the loudspeaker telling you about all the buildings and everything on the riverside. And you never can hear him. So I know I'm not going to be able to name all the buildings and tugboats and whatnot you see along the way. But it's just a beautiful ride. We had a nice pina colada to keep us company on the ride. But the view is just beautiful. The skyline of the city and some of the old antebellum houses. There's that drink. And I like tugboats. I just love tugboats. But I'm going to shut up for now and just let you cruise along with us. Enjoy the ride. Now this here, I know, that's the Creole Queen. That's right in front of the mall, right on the river. And then it's on to Cafe Du Monde. And they're world famous for their beignets, and they are just delicious. And Gail and I ate our fair share. Then we walked around the city, and they got skeletons and Day of the Dead things all over the shop windows and voodoos. This here, the Cathedral of St. Louis. And from here we went to Louis Armstrong Park and took a nice walk through there. Lunchtime, we had a nice Louisiana fare. And we couldn't find the streetcar named Desire, but we found the New Orleans streetcars, and we took a nice long ride on one, and we got lost. We met the most interesting woman, and she tried to help us, but she didn't really help us too much. Anyway, we wound up getting where we were going, and we were just waiting for nightfall to come. We were back in the French Quarter, looking at all the artwork and whatnot in the different windows, and touring around to see what we wanted to buy as a souvenir. But what a place for nightlife. They have more bars and restaurants here, and they're all open and they're all doing a great business. And what I like is most of the restaurants and bars have those floor-to-ceiling doors and windows that just open right out onto the street, and everyone just wanders in and out drinking hams. You're allowed to carry your drink on the streets in the French Quarter. So of course Gail and I joined them. We each got ourselves a drink, and we just wandered around. We got two pirates right here coming up, and he pulled a gun on us. A big one. Look at that. But it kind of reminded me of Mardi Gras in the French Quarter. But they had street museums, musicians, and yeah, they trained the dogs to fly on the back there and not move. That was funny. We had a guy, we paid him $2 a piece for him to tell us where our shoes were, and it turned out they were on our feet. This young fella here, he was on America's Got Talent. He does this thing where he runs down and he slides on some linoleum on his head, and looky, then he does a backflip. Pidge. And I'm all through with New Orleans. My sister and I, that's Gail, we just had a couple slices of pizza and a margarita. It was a margarita. And then we walked home in the dark, finally found our right street, and now we're home for the night, and so good night. Well, we're back home now. We're in Franklin, North Carolina, and Gail's taking me to a summer music fest. And what a crowd. I think the whole town turned out. Gail said they always have a good turnout. Some fella, I can't remember his name, but evidently he's a benefactor for Franklin, and he helps supply and provide the entertainment and different forms of theatrics and whatnot for the folks of Franklin. Here I am shooting my mouth off again. Probably just telling you what a great time I'm having, but the music was good, the crowd was fantastic. They had eats and everything there. But just sit back and enjoy the music like we did. Oh, and of course I had to get up and pretend I knew how to dance, which I don't. And it did last into the night. So it was a long day, and it was well worth it. We enjoyed ourselves. By the time it was getting near ending time, they had people up dancing and doing the jig and parading all over the place. A couple of them even though I'm not sure. This might be a dry county, but I don't think they were too dry. Well, we had some nice times that night, and went home, got to bed, and then we were off to Snowbird Mountain Lodge. And look at that building. That's a nice old lodge.
Gail had the best idea ever coming to this place. Why, it just says relaxation everywhere you look. And that's not something I'm usually good at, but I think I'm doing all right with it. I'm just going to get back to my book now.
Inside the lodge, it was just beautiful. The woodwork and the paintings on the wall and all. And of course, Gail and I headed for the bar, and we had a gentle drink, just enough to really relax. And we did a lot of reading while we were there. And sitting out here at this little bungalow or screen room, whatever you want to call it. And they had a fire in there, and they had some nice swinging chairs.
They got all kinds of things all over the place. These are some of my favorites right here.
Library, we spent a lot of hours.
Now, Gail and I have just been out for this long hike in the woods, and we've just stopped here to have our lunch. How's that sound?
Like a lie?
That's a lie. Actually, we've gone maybe 200 feet from the lodge, but we're still enjoying our lunch. Gail and I just spent our first night in this nice old lodge. And it's just beautiful. Gail's in getting ready. We're going to go downstairs and have our breakfast.
Good morning.
Regular picture. Hand it to Kyle. This is just nice. More than nice. This is as close to heaven as you can get. So peaceful. Well, I'm just out here having the most delightful visit in the country, enjoying my life. Oh my goodness, look at there! That's my twin sister, Midge. Well, howdy, Midge. How are you?
I'm awesome.
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 My twin sister, Midge, is awesome. Well, we'll have to visit for a while. Say bye, folks.
Bye.
Well, the vacation's ending. We're on our way home. At least back to Gail's place. I won't be going home for a couple days yet. I got a long drive to Demon, New Mexico. But this here's Gail's house in Franklin, and it's a beautiful log house. And she's got chickens. Of course, they're not real. She's also got a deer, and it's not real. She has 2 dogs that are real, and they're pretty good company. But she put me to work while I was there. Of course, she did a lot of work herself. We put in a mailbox. We cemented it in the ground, and we're quite proud. It's that one right there on the far right. Of course, it's not cemented in right there, so it looks a little crooked. But we got it in. We did a couple other repair jobs while I was there. Gail got busy.
Hi, Pidge here. I'm just getting ready to go on in here to this tattoo parlor, and I'm going to get myself a tattoo. It's going to go right up my arm over here. And We'll see, so you come along with me.
Of course, what I haven't told you yet is that Gail's going to get a tattoo too. Not a tattoo too, but she's also getting a tattoo, and as a matter of fact, it was her idea. So we sat down the night before and we did up some sketches for what we wanted. And I wanted some kitty cat footprints and a cat, and that's what I'm getting on my arm. And Gail wanted to get a calla lily in remembrance of Terry's and her wedding day. She wouldn't let me film it, but there she goes. She's going off behind there, and when she came out, sure enough, on her left shoulder, she's got a beautiful calla lily. And there it is. Have a good one.